One of the things that I've been debating for the past few years has been actually trying to open a YouTube channel and try to make some videos out of it. The thing is just like through this journey, right, which has been like a bunch of years, and you can probably go back in this channel and see I've been trying to just upload different stuff. I've been just kind of like testing with it. One of the things that I've been trying was, especially like things that I like about Japan, like one of my passions, and one of the things I still till this day I really like was just traveling around Japan, showing the beauty, showing what I like about Japan. Actually, that element, like I took it on Instagram, and it was just much more easier to do on a real format. The thing is, like, it's good and everything, but I feel like I can get like a different kind of videos, which I also wanted to do. But at the same time, when it comes to YouTube, right, I kind of first started debating about doing content about Japan, but like more travel related. The thing is, like, there's three problems when it comes to being a travel channel, right? The first thing is you obviously need the tools. You need money, you need the time to go out, you need the equipment to actually make some quality videos, right? And up till this moment, I've just been like recording most of my things on Instagram using just a selfie, right? Like I upgraded it a little bit, but right now I don't have those things. That's been kind of like the thing right here. And then second thing, and this is something that kind of has started to pile up a little bit slower, but travel related, right? One of my major dreams, right, when I was starting to, adventure through Japan was that I would really like to just travel around Japan, right? The thing is, like, sure, even though I like going around Japan, like, I always think like my path was a little bit different in the sense that, I started, wanting to go to the main things, Tokyo, Kyoto, but instead I would always just find myself in another place, just like Sapporo or like Kanazawa, and those places, especially like years before, they were not as busy. I think I found, really like that element of just like losing myself. Like I was never the type of person that would plan and try to go to the most popular places. Like I knew I wanted to go those places here in Japan, but not exactly. Like I wouldn't plan my trip, right? So while recording and trying to do this Instagram page, right, thing is like slowly into me, like I just kind of like I've come to hate it a little bit in the sense that I hate feeling like a tourist. In the sense that you have to, take your pictures and so crowded. Like I'm just not that person that likes to be in a very big crowd, right? And so I enjoy bringing the beauty out of these places. I still want to go through a lot of them. Like that's still one of my missions. The thing is, like, I just don't feel that thing of making those kind of videos in YouTube, right? And it takes a lot of effort as well, right? The third thing is, like, I never thought it was the right moment. So I've always been like a shy kind of person, right? And I've never been like, very open with the camera. And obviously, when you start making videos, you don't have an audience to talk to. So it's pretty awkward, not gonna lie. But now that I've been able to, grow a little bit, especially in the last, you could say, the past few months, obviously, I think I've been getting a lot of support to different platforms. Obviously, some of you guys have even subscribed to this channel. For me, I wanted to, kind of try to do a new thing since I'm taking a new project into creating a community here on this YouTube channel, right? Obviously, I love doing Instagram. I still love, taking those reels, bringing the beauty out of Japan. But there's another thing that I love about here. That is, well, meeting new people here. The people that I have met so far, my friends, a lot of good friends, a lot of good connections that I've made here have all been in Japan. And, it's just those memories, those things. And of course, the crazy element when you're living in Japan, because, Japan can be a very different place, a very peculiar place, and that I love the food here. I used to love to venture myself into crazy places, just all these elements, right? So I kind of thought, listen, on a dedicated channel, right, towards that passion that I have towards this craziness and the beautifulness of Japan, but also, food related and just kind of like getting these crazy elements, blending them all together. But at the same time, there's a few more elements that I wanted to put into this channel, right? So throughout my independent life, I've been traveling not only through Japan, but different countries, right? So obviously for me, learning new languages has always been like a bridge, right, to connect towards the people. And I think like for Japanese, it was always like a passion to try to learn it and connect with locals, right? In the sense as well to get more deep into the country. So this project project pretty much comes with the inspiration of trying to just join, make a bridge between you and this country. Hopefully me serving as that kind of bridge, while also sharing, some of the meme life or, just funny stuff that we can come across Japan, because there's a lot of that crazy shit. At the same time, I also want to have a space like this one where we can just have like a normal kind of conversation, in the sense where, hey, for example, talking about expat life. I think that a lot of people, try to reunite and they don't know what they're doing with their lives, right? And I'm also in that situation where I don't know where I'm going sometimes, and I think it's a good place to just discuss, especially focused towards Japan. But everybody's welcome, right? Everybody who's an expat out there. So as crazy as things might get here, there's another thing that I wanted to do here, and obviously this is social media. So I want to entertain you guys, but I also hope that I can give you something relevant that hopefully you can take. And that is pretty much my mission, just joining, making a community, a bridge between Japan or the expat life and you. But I genuinely believe that, finding people who share, some of the same likings or, have the same views, and that we can join them together, that could also just lead to something really nice, I think like a nice community. And listen, hopefully with some more time, the content can also improve, the equipment can also improve. Maybe I can also take a little bit of those traveling videos that I've been trying to implement or something a little bit with my own taste. The goal of this channel will always be to obviously give you something relevant with information, as well as give you that perspective, right? Because I feel like sometimes it's very easy to focus towards the negative side. And listen, one of the things with Instagram that I've been lately, like really trying to, it's been getting me tired, right? It's just a typical, it seems like everybody's doing the same kind of thing, and I feel like I was kind of also doing the same kind of thing. Typical, hey, welcome guys to another video on Japan, and today we have this place and it's so good. Listen, it's like the typical cheese shit, and you have to try it, guys. Oh my god. Okay, it's a very lame imitation, but you know what I'm kind of meaning. And the thing is, sometimes that's what it works, right? But at the same time, I want to do something a little bit more different, right? That feels a little bit more genuine, that, I can enjoy, and hopefully you guys enjoy. That's definitely one of the things that I've been trying to figure out, during these last years. And that has just been, what should I do with this channel? How can I follow it up? And I'm not saying this is the perfect situation to start right now, but I think at the very least I'm at that point where I feel like it's a new stage in my life, and I think this is also a good time to start a new project like this. It's always been a goal of mine trying to live in Japan and making a content about Japan towards, trying to not only show the negatives or just centering in the bad shit, because let's be honest, of course you want to highlight the beauty, of course you want to highlight the good things, but that's not gonna be the only thing, right? It's not always gonna be pretty and everything, but I think that's also something that we know. That's something that any country will have, their positives and their negatives. It's just that, let's be honest, we want to see the good sides of it. I want you to come into this channel and, get your knowledge, get something relevant, while not trying to just, cover it up, right? Obviously there's gonna be bad things, and I think that's common sense anywhere, but instead of just centering in those negatives, let's not only focus on the negatives, guys. If you just keep being on the negative side, you're gonna just be miserable your whole lives, right? You always have to keep thinking towards finding a better way, even if shit gets harder, right? And that's hopefully what this community can achieve, to learn new languages, to really understand people, and at the same time a country that, has been a passion of me, is trying to discover it throughout its good and its bad, right? And actually I'm gonna post another video about how I ended up here in Japan, so definitely check it out. It's not out there yet, but subscribe if you want to see that. Plugging it out. But yeah, definitely if you want to see the video, definitely subscribe. I will greatly appreciate that help. And the only thing I can say is hopefully we can take this community further. I want to make those kind of videos, but at the same time make videos like this where maybe we can just have a nice space to talk, more, I wouldn't say super serious, but just getting some things over. So if you want to know anything about, life over here, man, again, I'm listening to you in the comments, you know, put it out in the comments what you want to know. And, you know, obviously we can have this kind of discussions right here. We can just talk about different things. But with that, hopefully I can take that the joining home project into the next level, right? And at the same time, I've also been thinking of just trying to also make a little bit more of a fun kind of meme style channel, but with reels, which also is more accessible. You can also just follow that. It's Drone Shorts. You can see it in the description below. I would really appreciate that support. Right now the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully, you know, get that partnership and, you know, hopefully take this project into a more serious thing that hopefully I can put my mind and soul into it, you know, I can work into it. But, you know, obviously starting by yourself, you know, just one person is not gonna be enough. So obviously your support is greatly appreciated, guys. One of my biggest fears, I guess, when I was like younger and thinking of starting this channel was, you know, getting the negativity out of it, because obviously these platforms can attract a lot of, you know, make-holders, whatever, right? And the thing is, like, right now I feel like I'm in a more mature spot where I can just be like, who the fuck cares? Like, who cares, right, about that? It's always gonna be this thing where it's just gonna be like, is it even worth it to try? And listen, if I can just say something, you know, that I think I've learned, you know, if I can just say something, is that, man, just do whatever you feel like it's the right thing to do. Where possible, I think it's the best to seize the things that you have instead of just like never trying. Because let's be honest, you know, if you are in a situation where you put yourself like, I tried and I failed, and I don't know, maybe I will fail, you know, I will never probably get anywhere, but at the very least there's that element of trying, right? Thing is, like, if you never try, if I never try, well, it's definitely not gonna work because you never put your effort. But if you keep consistently putting that effort, I think it will show at some points. So, you know, whether it might be worth it or not, I know that it will be worth it, because at the very least, when I started, at the very least, my project on Instagram, right? The joining on Instagram, right? I've been able to connect with so many people, make so many new friendships, and, you know, go to so many places, right? Despite, you know, still being a small channel relatively. And I know that a lot of people, like just like you maybe, are dreaming of coming to this country one day. And I'm hoping that if you come to live here one day, or just travel, you know, hopefully you have the tools. Hopefully you feel like you have your local guide right there. And, you know, hopefully it's just kind of like that. It's a little bit of a crazy idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like having a lot of these thoughts I want to put into this project. But I think with time I will let you guys know what is exactly the big point of this brief. Hopefully I can be that inspiration. Hopefully we can get there, obviously. But you know, whatever your dreams is. I was also, you know, that kind of kid that I had a dream of coming here. And I was super scared because I didn't have, you know, the sufficient level. I never really believed in myself being able to reach that until that desire to come back to Japan was so strong and almost impossible to really get it, you know. So, you know, obviously it's just getting yourself up there and trying. So that's my only message I can say. But anyways, hopefully this didn't sound like I was trying to sell you into my channel. Just, you know, it's kind of a message where I'm trying to hopefully connect with some of you guys a little bit easier. But yeah, you know, if you want to support this channel, you know, just send some of that love. But like, I sincerely, you know, appreciate all your guys' nice comments, you know, just being able to talk with you guys, and all of, you know, the people have helped me so far, in, whether it's through here or in any other social media. I really appreciate it. But anyways, that's it for today. If you want to talk about anything, again, put it in the comments. I'll be reading you right there. And yeah, if anything, I'll see you in the next one.